Welcome back to another episode of Brass and Beer. I can see you finally found the man section on YouTube. My name's Tyler.
And I'm Garrett, and today we're going to be reviewing the TP9SA made by Century Arms. First thing a little unique about this pistol is I have no idea how to pronounce it.
Nope.
I've heard Canik, I've heard Canik, I've heard Canik. I've heard it pronounced so many different ways, I don't know how to...
TP9SA,
Yeah.
that's where it's at.
It's TP9SA by Century Arms.
Yep.
Why don't you kind of go into some of the technical specifications, and then we'll kind of go with our likes and dislikes on it.
Yeah, so we have the 9 sitting right here in front of us. It also does come in a 40. 18-round magazine, so I get 18 rounds. In fact, we've heard a lot of people saying 17. It's 18 plus 1 in the chamber. Total barrel length on it's 4.5 inches with a total overall length of 7.56. Total height 5.7 inches. Width 1.35, and the total weight is 1.8 pounds, and that's empty. So not too bad for a full size. Pretty light, in fact.
Mm-hmm.
So more features on it.
Going to go right into some of the safety features that this pistol has. It has a decocking safety lever, a trigger safety, a firing pin block, and also a loaded chamber indicator. It has somewhat of what's considered a Picatinny rail on the bottom, so that'll help you mount your flashlights, your lasers, whatever you want to really put on the bottom. It has an ambidextrous, going back kind of with that decocking lever, it's actually ambidextrous. It has interchangeable back straps, so you have 2 different sizes you can go with, kind of adjust it for your hand, whatever you need. The rear sight's just a plain white sight, but it is drift adjustable, so you can move it left or right. And it has a striker fire, which is very similar to like a Walther, which I like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I guess we'll go straight into our thoughts on it. So, dislikes for me is going to be, I'm not too crazy about the sights, so I just couldn't find to put it on target for some reason. I was really struggling with it all day in the range with it. So I'm sure if we got some aftermarket ones, it would really tune it up a little bit. Trigger also, the trigger has a pretty long draw on it, so I was really kind of, it just seems a little bit long in my personal taste. Mm-hmm. And then last thing, the decocking thing, it just doesn't make sense. If it was a hammer, it'd kind of make a little bit more sense, but then still, even with a hammer, it wouldn't really make sense because you would just decock the hammer. So other than that, I mean, Garrett, what are your thoughts on it?
I'm going to kind of piggyback off of you with the trigger, is I don't like the trigger safety. I feel like it's a little too big. It's almost, when I was trying to shoot it, it kept getting in the way, and it was stopping me when I was trying to speed shoot it. Now I feel like if they just shaved hair off of it, it would be just fine. Mm-hmm. Also, I'm not the big fan of the decocking mechanism on it either. I would rather just have a safety on the side. Mm-hmm. I feel like that would be better. I don't know what the backstory is behind the pistol, if they just got lazy and decided not to throw in a safety, or they just kept it from the original design. I don't know, but I would prefer to see a safety or just anything other than that decocking lever.
Yeah. Which we've seen or heard that you can actually disengage it too. So
yes, you can disengage it.
So it won't really do anything. So
yeah. What are some of your other thoughts on it?
Likes, yeah. So my actual likes on it are gonna be going back to the trigger. Actually, is where does it sound? So the reset on it is really crisp and nice and quick, and it's just there. So that's kind of cool on it. The box, the box they really help you out with. So it's gonna have the 2 adjustable back straps, and that's one thing that I was thinking maybe I could have swapped them out for a different one. Maybe help me put a little bit more on target. Have the larger one on there. I believe we have the smaller one on there right now. Mm-hmm. And then of course, you get the magazine holster, the holster for the gun itself, the speed loader, cleaning. You get everything. A lock even. So much stuff comes in the box.
They really hook you up in the box.
They do. It's a full size 9, so I like it. What about
some of my likes with it is I really like the loaded chamber indicator. It reminds me of a Ruger. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. I just like it. I just like being able to see and know that I have one in the chamber. Some more things I like is how easy it is to break down. It really reminds me of a Glock. Real easy to break down, real easy to assemble. It's virtually painless to clean it, which that's a huge benefit. Other than that, I think it's actually a pretty comfortable pistol. It took me a little bit to get comfortable with it. We were kind of talking. I'm so used to shooting the Smith & Wesson 9mm. That's what I was expecting, and I can't expect that from a $600 gun to this inexpensive pistol.
And we never talked about that. So MSRP on it
is $399.
Yeah, and then how much did you get yours for?
$310.
$310. Okay, and that was actually with, I believe, a $25 millimeter.
Yeah, $25 millimeter rebate.
So get a little bit more knocked off that price, which is kind of cool. So, for a $310 gun, it performs. I mean, if you take a lot of other $310 guns, they might not perform so much. This thing does perform, so you definitely cannot complain about that. So
yeah, I feel it could hold its own with the big boys, like the top dogs, like your Smith and Wessons, your Rugers, etc., etc.
Yeah, for sure. I think, is that everything that you have to say on it?
Yeah, that's about what I've got. That's all I've got to say about that.
Cool. All right, so be sure to go ahead and watch the shooting video that we have. We'll give you a link in the description and put it up there. Other than that, keep an eye out for the giveaway video. It's going to be coming up here shortly. And then also, don't forget to
like, comment, and subscribe. And just the last final question is: would you drink with it?
I totally forgot. Would you drink to it?
I would.
You would drink to it?
I would drink to it because for the inexpensive pistol that it is and how well it actually performs, I would drink to it.
Okay, so I'm with Garrett. I would drink to it for the amount we paid.
Yeah.
If it was anything more expensive, I would expect a better trigger, better sights, and I would for sure drink to it. So, all right, here it is.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.